Hey, hey, how are you today? I wanted to come on right quick because I'm making something. It is Sunday morning and I don't often, like when I do a Sunday morning video, I often don't get a lot of viewers, so I hope someone sees this. Oops. Well, I'm having all kinds of difficulties here this morning. The stand that I have is like messed up and so it's not holding my phone like it used to. Okay, so let me see where my other stand is. I wanted to share with y'all a couple of things that I figured out that with butternut squash, like I shock myself still that I eat butternut squash because squash has been one of those things that it's like, oh, I don't like it way down there. It's like one of those things that I would never eat, like any type of squash I would never eat. So I still shock myself that I eat it. But, so tell me hi if you jump on so I know you're here, and thanks for watching. But I discovered with the butternut squash, so I buy it in this container where it's already like cut up, and because cutting it up for me was a pain, and I think I wasted most of the squash trying to cut it up. And so I buy it cut up. If it's not available cut up, I usually just don't buy it, and it's like a hot commodity in our grocery store. But I discovered a couple of things with making it. The type of olive oil that you use makes a difference. So I have been using the extra virgin olive oil, and I was reading about it, and it said that if you cook like the butternut squash or anything, if you roast it at a high temperature, it gets to a smoke point to where it kind of like breaks down the oil, and then it actually takes away the health benefits of the oil, and it can be harmful to you. That's why deep frying things is not a good thing, and they've found that oils like canola oil and some of the vegetable oil, that they're actually, the chains that make up the oil are actually unstable, and so they actually will have a lower smoke point and break down more, so they can cause ill effects towards your health. So that's why deep frying is they've learned that it's not a good thing to do. So I tried to change olive oils because I wanted to make sure that I didn't break down, get it to its smoke point and break it down. So my grocery store has a couple of different olive oils. This one is from Costco, and it's extra virgin olive oil. But they have these other ones. This one's classic olive oil. It says it's for cooking and baking. And then I have another one, which I think is in my pantry. And it is extra light tasting olive oil, and it says for baking and roasting. So I switched to one of those, and then me and my daughter both love the butternut squash, so I switched to one of those, and then we both were noticing that there wasn't as much flavor to the butternut squash, so we realized that it was the extra virgin olive oil that made a difference in how it tastes. So I'm switching back to that, but I'm going to roast the butternut squash at 325 because the smoke point's like 400 something for olive oil. So I'm going to roast it at 325 for a longer period of time so that it retains its health benefits and doesn't cause any ill effects from it, like if I were to put it at a high temperature. So I still shock myself about the butternut squash. If you've never tried this, you need to try it. It is so good, even for a picky eater like me. I just throw it in a bowl, and then I put on some salt and pepper to taste, and cinnamon. I put a ton of cinnamon, and then drizzle on some olive oil, just enough to where it's coated, like the cinnamon and the olive oil, just enough to where all of the butternut squash is coated. Then put it on a baking sheet with parchment paper. I used foil by mistake and actually burned most of my butternut squash in one of my last batches. So put it on parchment paper and then cook it 325 for like 45 minutes to 60 minutes. If the chunks are kind of big, these that I bought, the chunks are kind of big, or if you cut your own up, then it may need longer than 45 minutes. So at 45 minutes, taste it and see what you think, if it tastes like it is cooked through. So I hope y'all will give it a try, because it is like so delicious, and it is a good vegetable to eat, good nutrients in it and all of that stuff. And as y'all have probably seen on my page, you know that I'm a firm believer in nutrition, and it really can make or break you as far as your health goes. If you get sick a lot, if you can kind of try to improve the nutrients that you put in your body, it'll help your body to fight it. I used to get sick all the time. with my asthma, and I get bronchitis, and I have allergies, and now I never get sick. I do take an allergy pill every day, Singulair. So I take that every day because I'm like an allergy hotspot of South Texas. But I never ever get sick. I may start to get a little congested, but then my body fights it off and I never get sick. So if you're getting sick a lot, increase your water, and consider taking an allergy pill if you're in an allergy hotspot like me, and then improve your nutrition. Eat more things that have good nutrition, that come from the earth, that aren't highly processed, that type of stuff. So that's just my soapbox. I also drink my superfood smoothie, which I have right here. I was sipping on that as I was getting this butternut squash in the oven. So that's about it. I just wanted to share that with y'all. If y'all have not tried butternut squash, give it a try. Hope you have a fabulous Sunday. Try to prep yourself for this week. At least plan out in your head what you're going to do. I just had groceries delivered this morning. That's why I have the butternut squash. So I'm getting this done. I'm getting a few other things prepped this morning because we have a birthday party and a graduation party to go to. So I'm trying to think ahead because I also have a full schedule of patients to see this week, nonstop busy. So I'm just trying to think ahead and plan ahead. Especially with my food tolerances. If I don't plan ahead, then I'm miserable all week. So y'all have a great week. I hope somebody watches this video. I know it's Sunday morning and it says I have a low network connection, so hopefully it actually loads on Facebook. So hopefully you see it. Hopefully it helps you. Have a great day.